Hey guys, AngryBeast here, bringing you some Domination gameplay on the map Skidrow, using the P90 here with the rapid fire, and my perks are Marathon, Stopping Power, and Ninja Pro. And in this game, I'm basically almost doing hip fire only. I mean, I'm not against aiming down sights, but I think the P90 is the most effective when fired from the hip. I encourage you guys to at least watch the end of this gameplay if you're not going to watch the entire thing, because I know what you watch. I know you guys, most of you don't actually watch the entire video, but the ending of this is an extremely freaking awesome comeback victory. We do lose towards the beginning here. We're getting pretty crushed, and I think we're down at one point 170 to 190. We managed to pull this thing back, and it's just pretty cool, entertaining gameplay. Mostly rushing. My secondary is just spazzed over the red dot sight because I ain't got any other attachments unlocked that do anything. So might as well rock that red dot sight and just look cool. There isn't too much behind that, but the P90, I really love this P90. I don't like the Modern Warfare 3 one that much. I mean, I have a gameplay that I'll post in a little while with it, but it just doesn't seem to compare. I mean, it's not the same weapon. It just feels like they did something to it. The damage is actually higher than what it was in this game, but I feel like the rate of fire has been diminished by so much. That or it's been diminished, or it feels like it's been diminished because you got options on the table like the PP90. They make it just don't feel like it does as much. The number one feature that the P90 had in this game was this extremely high rate of fire. If you slap rapid fire on it, it just went crazy fast. But unfortunately, that's not the case in Modern Warfare 3. I think they toned it down some 100 rounds per minute, and you can just get it up to the Modern Warfare 2 level by throwing rapid fire on it, which is, you know, unfortunate, but it's what they had to do to balance it out. Something kind of funny here comes up. I think it's like in 2 seconds here. I run around the corner. No, a little bit after this, I guess. But this UMP, I've been using the UMP a bit, and you'll notice that because I get my Veteran 500 challenge in this game. I think that the P90 is a better weapon overall than the UMP in close quarters, where you're most likely going to be using a submachine gun. But in a situation where you're going to be using a longer range map, I think the UMP, that's where it really shines. Oh, right here. Triple kill for both the Veteran 500 challenge. No, I guess there it is. There's the Veteran challenge, and I believe I unlock another challenge. Yep. Marksman VI. There we go. So, that's awesome. I got 2 challenges and 1 bullet there, so that's always fun when you do that. You get a whole bunch of challenges with 1 kill, and it's just that cool feeling, and it really helped me rank up, which I'm just trying to do. I'm really hoping to get the ACR next time I play, because I think I'm pretty close there as it is right now, but the ACR is one of those weapons that I just miss, and I loved using. Now, well, maybe overpowered. I want to point out what I'm doing here. I noticed 2 guys up in the building up there. I think they're going for a nuke, so they're trying to get past them. Unfortunately, their grenade launchers stopped me, and I don't think they pull in the nuke this game if I remember correctly, because we do win. But they might have actually had it in their pack and just forgot about it. I don't know how anybody could do that, really. I see people running around with nuke for ages, or even a Moab for a long time. I'm like, how do you not call that in? Now, I know I haven't gotten a Moab or anything, but still, it's like I'd be just so excited that I got one that I just call it in right away. And I see people waiting till like the last second of the game, and they end up losing the game because of it, because they're not paying that much attention. And it's just one of those things where I don't understand how anybody can do it. But one thing that the P90 is excellent at is hip fire. I'm right now right there, I'm just spinning in circles, just spraying off rounds, because that's what the P90 is good for. It's got such a high rate of fire and such a high magazine capacity that I can just do this. I can just spray and pray and don't have to worry about running out of ammo. I can just kill them as they come to me. I think I'm playing on like a 5 or an 8 sensitivity here, which is a lot higher than what I usually play. I like to play on a 3 or a 4. Because I feel like that gives me the best advantage when using an assault rifle. But when I'm spraying and praying with a submachine gun like this, it's not really necessary to have a low sensitivity. I mean, I can whip out a high sensitivity, so I can just spray them down. And right there, that just shows how bad the aim down sights are on this gun. I wouldn't aim down sights if you're trying to get most of your kills, because the recoil is crazy aim down sights, but for whatever reason, its recoil is extremely low from the hip, which makes this weapon extremely deadly up close from the hip. Between steady aim and ninja, I personally prefer ninja in most situations, but I can understand why you choose steady aim over it when you're going for a playstyle like this. They're both very effective perks. I think steady aim increases your overall lethality, while ninja increases your survivability. So it's kind of like stopping power versus juggernaut there. You're going to be able to find the people easier with ninja, but with steady aim, you're going to be able to kill them faster. So it's a give or take situation there, and I wouldn't recommend anything other than 3rd tier perks, really. I mean, sit rep's not going to help you that much, and Final Stand's just a useless freaking perk in this game, unless you're using the M93 Rafika. But in this gameplay, I want to talk a little bit of how submachine guns have been balanced across Call of Duties. And how, oh, right there, I shot that guy through the wall. He was pretty mad after this game because another person on my team had done that before. He was like, "How'd you know I was there?" For whatever reason, his name popped up through the wall or whatever. But I want to talk about how submachine guns have evolved in Call of Duty. Now, in Call of Duty 2, you had, I believe, 3 or 4 submachine guns. I don't think there was a Thompson. You had the MP40. You had the Bren submachine gun. No, not the Bren. The Sten submachine gun. You had the PPSH, and maybe there was one other. I can't remember. Was there a Japanese submachine gun in that game? But the thing is that in that game, the submachine guns were crazy powerful up close, but they had terrible range. I think each one could get a 2-hit kill, and because there was no stopping power or perks, there was nothing you can do about it. They get a 2-hit kill to the body up close, a 1-hit kill to the head, and that made them extremely versatile in close quarters. I mean, there was nothing that would beat him out outside of a trench gun, and that was very, very cool. However, though, the one thing that really made him suffer was at range. You went past 10 feet in front of your target, and your bullets instantly do less than 5 to 10 damage. Oh, this guy with his A12 just destroyed me there. But it would just destroy in close quarters. But you went past a little bit away, and it would take up to 6 bullets to 10 bullets to kill, which doesn't sound like much. But when you got a submachine gun that has high recoil and only fires at 500 some rounds per minute, 6 bullets to kill past 10 feet is a lot. Like, this is about the 2-hit kill range of all the submachine guns in Call of Duty 2, and it was a good thing. It being balanced the submachine guns with the other weapon classes, but it got frustrating when we were trying to use a submachine gun, especially considering the fact that the sniper rifles, you get a 1-hit kill to pretty much any part of the body at any range. So in that game, the submachine guns are balanced, but I don't think they were done properly. The next game that we're going to talk about, because Call of Duty 3 was a terrible game, is Call of Duty 4. Now, Call of Duty 4 had a couple of interesting things. It added the perk system, which revolutionized the way weapons were balanced. They were no longer balanced upon simple damage and body multipliers. In fact, they removed the whole body multiplier system as it was. Because prior to Call of Duty 4, body multipliers were all non-existent for anything. They were for all weapons instead of stopping power. So my weapon would only do 1x to the limbs, but it could do like 1.1x to the chest, if I remember correctly, or something like that. Ended up having some pretty good weapon balancing there. But when you come over to Call of Duty 4, some things stand out. Among those that stand out, I'd say the Scorpion, the MP5, the AK-74U all stand out, and the P90 was up there, but it wasn't the best. What I want to say is that they were pretty well balanced, but I think the MP5 is generally accepted as the best because it had no sway and it had very low recoil for a submachine gun, and it did 2-hit kills at close, which gave it some pretty major advantages. Now, the one thing, though, the Scorpion had over the MP5 is that it didn't require stopping power, which gave it a distinct advantage. But I feel like in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, we've started shifting away from that. What's happening is that the developers making all these weapons pretty much the same. They're not changing the damages, so there's pretty much the same damage between them. All the submachine guns in Modern Warfare 3 are 3-hit kills up close. There's nothing you can do to change that. And they're simply balancing the recoil and rate of fire, and that's not right. There should be more to it than recoil and rate of fire to weapon balance. I miss the days when I could have a 2-hit kill Scorpion, a 2-hit kill MP5, a 2-hit kill AK-74U, because it allowed me to use whatever I wanted and need to use for the situation, and it gave me more flexibility. I think that's what stopping power really brought to the table. Stopping power allowed me as a player to have advantages to my kit that I can tailor a weapon to what I need it to do, and in some situations I wouldn't use stopping power. I'd use double tap over it because on certain weapons it's more effective. Scorpion, for example. Scorpion was pretty beast with the double tap over stopping power because it didn't require stopping power to get the 2-hit kill up close, which is his major advantage. But in Modern Warfare 3, all the weapons get 3-hit kills up close. There's no 2-hit kill weapon, which is unfortunate. This guy has his chopper gun right now. That's why I'm staying inside instead of capping the flag. But we're getting pretty crushed right now, and the comeback starts in just a couple seconds. So I just feel like I hope that Black Ops 2, they bring back stopping power. I think it added a good dynamic of weapon balance to the game because it allowed me to tailor my classes to what I needed them to be for what they were doing. I was trying to locate where he was there, and somehow I missed him in that building. I don't know how I did. It was confusing to me because I checked that building pretty thoroughly. But unfortunately, though, he doesn't get his nuke, I don't think, but he does kill me a couple times. Which, you know, chopper gunners are one of those things that they could frustrate you in some situations, but on a map like High Rise, you got to give someone credit for getting a kill with a chopper gunner because the chopper gunner is just bad on this map. All the air support pretty much is. I mean, 90% of the map is inside close quarter battles where a submachine gun or a shotgun's going to dominate. And if you could find a way to squeeze in a cannon from a chopper gun or a, oh, I have no clue where this guy went. He just completely destroyed me there. But if you can find a way to squeeze in a bullet from a chopper gun or a rocket from a AC-130, then you can do pretty dang well. At this point in the game, I'm getting a little frustrated with my teammates because we're this close to winning, and yet we're this far away. I mean, I just picked up a double kill. I'm just trying to rush myself to the flag as fast as I can right now because the game's winding down, and when you only have 20 ticks left in a domination game, you really need to push those flags because we're getting triple capped right here. We're down almost 170 to yeah, we're down like 170 to 190, and we actually end up somehow pulling this back. I really have no clue how this happened, but my teammates make an excellent rally. I think this is actually some ground war, so it's extremely difficult to do this in a ground war setting because in ground war, what you have is a lot of noob tubers because they realize that they can get a lot of multi kills, and I was really grateful that my teammates were able to push the flags hard enough to get the win. And after this game, the enemy team is like, how did we lose? There's no way we could have lost. We had the game in the bag. And it's just fun when you get those wins and you got the other team talking and they just rage at you because you killed them and they weren't able to. I didn't touch on my kill streaks in this game, but through the UAV, the Predator, and the Harrier, default Russian kill streak 357 works since Call of Duty 4, and that's what I love about it. You can always rely on them working, and they just do work for you, and that's what you need them to do when you're rushing around. You don't need to have to sit there and babysit them like a sentry gun or whatnot, and it just works well. The gameplay is winding down. I pick up a nice triple kill with my Predator missile. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Angry Beast, and I'm signing out. This is a 54 and a 28. I'm Angry Beast, and I'm signing out. Catch you guys in my next video.